Hey, this is Tips for Gamers, and here we're going over how to get Lune Swimsuit from a Gestral Beach water parkour in Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Leave a comment if you have any questions or suggestions, and hit subscribe for more. Now, when we open up the map of the overworld, you will find that in a specific upper left part of the starting area, you'll find a Gestral Beach. Now, simply equip SKA for a faster mode of transportation and enter the Gestral Beach. Now, from the Gestral Beach, you will be playing a parkour style puzzle. Now, at the Gestral Beach, you can talk to this Gestral for a little introduction of the puzzle itself, but it's also the main introduction of all the Gestral beaches that you will encounter around the map later on in the game. And most of the time, you will be able to equip a bunch of swimsuits for your characters. Now, it is suggestible not to use Lune for any of these runs because Lune is floating while you're running around, unless you will just be jogging the entire way off. But a lot of players like to use Mael because of her smaller figure. Simply head over onto this log, jump over into the next log, and then jump over to the next log. Be careful because it's a little tilted to the other side. Now, I'm already running at this point because I already know this puzzle, but for some people, you may want to jog first because if you fall into the water, you don't reset at a checkpoint, you actually reset way over into the beginning, which makes it the challenge. Now, once you reach the end of these logs, you're going to have to make a jump through this rotating disc. Now, simply just make that jump, and at this point, if you're playing safe, you can just wait at the log itself before you reach the second platform to jump on. And you can do the same tactic to jump onto the next disc or platform. But for some people, they do like to approach this side of the area just so that they are quicker on the rotation. Also, be careful of this little hole in the middle and watch your step. So at this point, you just have to make another jump onto the next disc. And again, if you already know what you're doing, simply start way off onto the west to jump onto the next platform. From here, you're going to need to make a sprinting jump, and while spamming the jump button to hop onto the ledge. And here you'll find the moving platform. Now, at this point, you have to wait for the platform to stop moving before making your jump. If you try to make your jump while it's still moving, you may not make it over onto this next platform. And that's pretty much it for this Gestral Beach puzzle. Approach the Gestral at the end and receive the Lune Swimsuit reward. He may want to give you a trivia, but if you want to do the math, so be it. But if you don't really care, you don't have to because the Gestral doesn't really count. Once you've received Lune's swimsuit, open up the character page, go to Lune's character page, and then go to the wardrobe. From the wardrobe, equip Lune's swimsuit. And to go all the way back to the beginning, all you have to do is float down into the water. That's it. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.